The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On play action, Rodgers. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Jay Sanders from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
1st down, Murray. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one goes for 24 yards. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. J. Sanders. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Rashawn Gary. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Here's Andy Lee now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken it around the 40. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone...
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson
55 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. These two teams all tied after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They go quickly here out to Moore. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
They'll try and run forward with counter. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 64 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
To throw, it's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Rodgers now on first down. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it though. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They go back to the ground with Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's Zaven Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Rodgers going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll go with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line. And they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far. And that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Hey, 626! Excellent! Excellent!
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On the delay, Jones. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing is Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Woods, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A huge play there for Arizona. 44 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
A run by Connor on first down, and a good one, as he'll get about 7 here. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Murray now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Play action. Now it's Murray. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he is going to lose yardage here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Murray. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Woods. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On second down, it's Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Only a gain of 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On 1st and 10 is Connor.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Got her on first down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. Second down coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Murray to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To throw is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season.